Hey, Team Stars. This is a devlog by me, HS Crow. Over the last 3 months, amidst life's chaos and the weight of labor heavy work, for weeks, honestly, I've dedicated myself to a mission behind the scenes, building the foundation for Stars of Glass in a more industry level and structured manner. Not just for Chapter 1, but for the soul of the entire game. The goal was to never rush this. It was more so to honor the story, the design, and the immense potential this IP holds. Every section of this game design document was approached with care, ensuring that the environmental art, the character design, UI, and technical components all have clarity, direction, and intention. From all visual motives, rooted in starlight and memory, to systems that challenge the psyche. This GDD is the seed from which we'll be able to grow from for the rest of this experience. And I want you, each of you, to be leaders within the studio. Um, Review the GDD, go to your sections and analyze them. Um, I need your wisdom to make sure that we create a game that we're all happy with, that we're all 100% with. Um, You guys are also free to download this GDD as a Word doc as well, which will actually make it a lot easier too, because the Word doc actually has a better structured system in terms of how you can kind of go to each section. When it comes to having it as a Google Doc, I noticed that their um, navigator isn't as user friendly. So that is an option if you guys want that as well. But as mentioned before, for example, Dia, I want to say thank you for your patience. The fact that you've pretty much been waiting, for an update in regards to UI. I appreciate you. I wanted to give you the solid guidance that you needed. You now have a specific section dedicated to you. This user interface section goes over the UI for the game, the structure, everything that's been made so far. It also goes into concepts and ideas, for example, like the psyche battle UI and the system, how that's going to work. I created an example of that, but realistically, I want you to really explore your imagination and create something really cool when it comes to that. But yeah, no. There's examples as well. Um, Everything is pretty detailed, and I also created a list of UI elements and screens and objects for you to check off as you go through. And you can also input your own comments as well. And your comments will later change and become actually inputted into the GDD as well. So just to let you know, you have the ability to update and also um, push the GDD to a better direction, um, especially in our upcoming meetings where we discuss the updates that are, being shown. But yeah, all the UI elements and everything that you're waiting for is listed out more properly with an easy explanation. And if you require more detail, please let me know. Um, in fact, we'll probably have a meeting before you move into any type of work. So this way we can go through it together and, we can actually, plan things as well. Um, for the artist, character artist, you guys have your section now included in the GDD, properly structured based on characters. Um, a lot of the art is already inputted here that has been made already. Art that has not been created yet for these characters, for example, like Anika Singh, her art hasn't been made yet. These are just examples, concepts of an idea of how she should look like, but realistically, you guys have more freedom when it comes to these characters. A lot of these characters from the core hospital and down, all the side characters, have a little bit more freedom, except for the comic ones. The comic ones kind of give the base of what the character did look like in the comic, but again, it's going to obviously look different because of the styling and so forth. Either way, if you guys have any questions with the characters, please ask. But all the characters for Chapter 1 is listed here. and there's quite a few. We're very behind when it comes to the character development of this project. I've recently assigned Olu to be an assisting character artist for this as well. Olu, I'm looking forward to your talents, and you're doing amazing. So Ray, you have a team member as well. So I'm gonna need everyone to, make sure that you guys maintain a steady pace. If you guys fall behind, let us know. Communication is very important because it allows me to inform the production team in regards to making sure that our pipelines are solid and expectations are met. Um, but yeah, everything's very detailed when it comes to these. I also included enemies section too. The interesting thing about the enemies in Stars of Glass is that their manifestations often within her mind, because the first chapter for Stars of Glass is realistically the villain is herself. It's her breaking the past and the cycles that she has fallen into, and the trauma and so forth. Um, when it comes to enemies that are more physical, we start seeing those in chapter 2 and moving forward after that. But chapter 1 is very psychological to Taylor, and her exploration and so forth. These enemy characters will also be having their own character sheets as well. They're often unique versions of the character or glitches of the character or characters that already exist in the story. But yeah, so environmental artist Cole, you've been doing an amazing job, and I want to let you know that we pretty much created a section specifically for you as well. It should be character world, and it explores pretty much the different locations for at least the first chapter for Stars of Glass. We explore a lot of the art that you've already developed for it. We're probably going to be exploring glitch versions of certain environments. So that's going to be a different type of environmental piece that we're going to be visiting later on. But when it comes to at least having the beta, the initial concept for the Kickstarter, we're pretty much almost there on the good part. But yeah, so this explores your area. Please feel free to look at this with a game designer mindset, and give your input. And if you want to contribute and make sure that the game is solid as well, please do so, because this is a very long-term project. It could be something that honestly gets us to doing what we love in a really cool way, especially once it's released and once we start being able to earn from it as a collective. So there's that. Player mechanics, every section is labeled properly. So I am honestly calling out my dev team, Lee, Eugene, um, and pretty much developers are going to be joining in the future. Um, Please take time to review the full GDD carefully as we prepare for our upcoming meeting. I'd love for us to enter with your thoughts. I want to have that technical overview where you guys review it in a technical way, and we're able to build a game where it all is cohesive and solid. This way we don't have any surprises or any issues in the future, and we create something that we can all gain from. We're reaching a stage where a development lead is essential. So pretty much we need a dev that's going to lead this project. Again, remember, we are still in a startup phase as a studio, so please be aware. Oh wait, staying call. So please be aware that there will be hourly pay for technical updates in GDD work and so forth, or royalty based. Let us know. But again, the budget is limited. Deadass. Majority of us are still in college. We're building this, and this is a vision that I honestly know will do well if we do this together. That's why everyone's earning royalties in some way, shape, or form. So dev team, really need you guys to kind of, I need someone to become the bridge between the code and the creativity, the mechanics with narrative, the engine logic with our artistic vision. This role is very open for leadership because this is the person who leads this is going to probably be leading future games alongside me. Um, I want to focus on my specialization as a game designer, and I need a developer to be my right hand, so that way we can create games together and build amazing futures. So whoever that's going to be, just know that role is open for developers. So and also that role can lead to not just royalties, but possible ventures within the studio where you become part owner as well. Um, Need someone solid. So, with that stated, Cole, I'm going to be poking your brain on the psyche mechanic environmental design. I need a person who will shape the structure, the objects, the space of these dream battles, these cognitive levels that Taylor is going to be exploring. I'm not going to be poking your head on it yet, but this is something that's going to be very important once I talk to the tech team so we can figure out something together. But honestly, I might actually want to poke your brain on it soon. Um, I know that each psyche level or each battle that occurs is going to be dependent on the emotion, the situation that Taylor is in. So they all change and they all manifest different emotions, which is explained in the mechanics area for the game. So, in fact, it's pretty detailed in terms of how the psyche mechanic is going to be structured. I even included the specific uh, conditions of the attacks and so forth, which I believe is explored here. Let me click on that. All right. So yeah, so there is different attacks, and each attack represents an emotion, and these are something that I kind of want to explore with the team. So pretty cool mechanic. Took me a bit to really develop it. There's also graphs and details on it as well, so please check it out. Um, but yeah, Eugene, I kind of want to poke your head on it as well on the dev side, so we can figure out how we can structure it logically, modularly, and in a way that expands over the chapters. Your feedback here is going to be deeply an amazing guide. So you'll be able to start to reviewing this GDD in a more technical side. With that stated, this concludes my update in regards to the GDD. Please, everyone, take your time on it. I'm probably going to be, let me know if you guys do have issues with the document, or if, let's say, if you guys are struggling with time or whatever the case is, let me know. But it is important for us as a team to kind of invest into this and make sure that we're all aligned with the game, because this isn't just a game that I'm developing for the studio. It's our game. We're doing this together as a team, and I kind of want that to be the mindset we approach this. Because yeah, we all have our goals, our things that we're doing, but when we align ourselves and plan things together, where we are have that vision of something that we want to build, yo, if this game explodes, that's like job security for everyone, yo. Like on the real, I I mean, I want this studio to be a place where the team I have now are the team I grow with. So I hope to grow with you guys. I hope to build this game alongside you guys. I hope you guys see this game as something that you guys are passionate about as well, something you feel that you're a part of as well. And this is the opportunity you guys have to make that so, to be a part of the design aspect. This GDD is not finite. It's not a final GDD. It is, however, the most accurate foundation for the game thus far. And of course, we're going to be evolving it. We might have modifications, for example, there's a part of me that wants to include environmental puzzles and symbolic object interactions within the game. But this is an option that realistically we don't really need to have. It's something I feel would add to the game and would honestly be really cool. But I'm not going to, this is something that is optional. I'm proposing it. But we could explore this in different ways where we could explore maybe a specific theme or a unique puzzle, to bring this to life, or we don't. It could be something for future content for chapter 2, or let's say if we get the proper funding, from the Kickstarter. I also included the final section for the monetization, and our goals of how we're going to be monetizing it. It's short. We actually have a larger document where I explore this more deeply, but this is just a little piece for you guys to get an idea of what our approach is for the Kickstarter that's coming up as well. But yeah, with that stated, I think it's been a long enough devlog, so I wish everyone a great day. Thank you everyone for your patience, and I hope to continue growing this with you. And if you guys, again, do not feel like this is a game that you guys want to feel like it's your own, just let me know. I understand that we all have different goals and aspirations. My goal as a leader is to unify our goals, because if we all work on things together and build shit together, we can go far together. Especially if you guys have your own games and ideas. Like, once we release this game and it starts making funding, guess what? It opens up budget for future games, which obviously our team is going to be a part of, and you'll be able to have the ability to even present your own game as well. Whatever the case is, let me know. Transparency is key, and it allows us to, at least find the right people to be able to take those leadership roles. But just know that we need a dev lead right now, and it's more of like a stepping up type of position where you'll be offered more shares in a sense of the studio than it is like the actual pay. And why? It's just, it is what it is right now. But I'd rather be real with you guys. And worst case scenario, you guys don't have to be the lead of anything. You guys are, entitled to whatever direction. I just want to know that, let you guys know that option is there. Thank you.